Well, we've had a lot of rain in the last 12 hours, overnight and this morning. See how that bloodfish and bone has been washed in. Right. I see a couple of the one of the white onions has been on the move again. I'll put that back. Most of those seem alright. There's a few leaves still yet to fall from the trees on the outside. Oh, there's one out of place there. Put that back. And the worms are quite near the surface now. They're really pulling these leaves down. Oh, there's one out of place over there. Alright, well, I'm going to have to check all these onions over and put those back which are out of place. Well, this little onion set is not going to survive with these grubs having eaten all its roots already. They look very similar to what we're eating my cabbages. Well, I'm afraid they're going to get a watery grave. Well, I'm putting this one in the hedge. I think it's another root eater, and I think it has lots of babies that eat roots as well. I've given all of these a weed and put those that were out of position back in position. I've got a couple of gaps. I'm going to fill those, but generally even these ones now are looking quite weeded and hopefully quite good. I'm going to cut some of the branches from this cherry plum tree here. Some of these branches that are coming over and pushing this plum tree right over. Now, obviously I should have done it a bit earlier, and a lot of the straight suckers from the plum tree probably actually died off. But anyway, there's only a couple of them. So I'm going to do those now. Oh, something's been digging here, and that's not birds. That's quite a deep hole. Looks more like a fox. Now, we did used to have a lot of foxes on this site a few years ago, and then somebody took it into their remit to get rid of them all. So we haven't had them for years, but well, maybe we do still have some foxes. That definitely is not birds that dug that up, or a hedgehog. Well, the first signs of my broad beans are well up now, and I haven't actually even weeded them yet, and they're looking fine. Maybe I should put the hoe down either side of them just to give them a bit of a weed. Now, I do believe this is a very old apple tree. I think it's nearly 100 years old. And of course, in the heat wave this year, these branches just fell off in one day. As you can see, they had apples on in the production, but the heat wave was too much for them and the branch was rotten. Now, the apples are possibly unique, because quite a lot of the apple trees, I'm told, that were planted on the allotments in the very beginnings of the allotments, but every tree had a every allotment, I mean, not every tree, every allotment had a cooking apple, an eating apple, a pear and a plum. Now, I think this would have been a cooking apple, but in fact it's quite a good eating apple, and I think quite a lot of them were all grown from seed. So I don't think this is an actual apple variety. I think when the Apple Society came to have a look at it, I think they called it a Bramley type. So there we are. Still got a few apples on high up there. They'll fall down soon, I guess, but I don't think we'll get a ladder up there to pick them. I'm going to try next year. I'm going to collect a few pieces of signwood off that branch there, and I'm going to try next year to graft it onto some new rootstock. Now, I've only ever grafted onto existing trees, which is easy, but I'm going to try this time onto actual rootstock, buy some rootstock in and try grafting onto rootstock and see if I can't get some more of this apple tree established. Well, it looks as though some of this grass has had a really good year. It's looking quite luscious, but I'm gonna dig it out. This area is on my target. Getting near the top of my list now, because I want to get this all cleared out and dug over by the end of November. That's the plan. Oh, this gooseberry, it's not too bad a shape. It's got quite a nice long stem, and it spreads out into 3 branches. If it was given a little bit of love and care and attention, I think it would be quite a good bush. So, where am I going to put it? Somewhere else. Right, well, it's made a start. I haven't grown potatoes underneath these apples, these cordon apples, for quite a few years. So much so that there are no volunteers left in here. Maybe this time, maybe this year, maybe I should grow some potatoes down here.